Hello, 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 hello. This is Rhapsody, your friendly neighborhood growth hacker, aka Mr. Transformer, aka the Reverend Dr. Rhapsody, aka Rhapsody Barrero, here with your daily video. Reminding you that we are down to our last day, the last day of the Alpha Core #1 campaign. Make your way to ripaverse.com, that's RIPPAVERSE.com. We'll put the link in the description, why not? And and get yourself a copy of Alpha Core #1. It's a really great story. Get you some Alpha Core merch. We got the Alpha Core t-shirts. And yesterday I showed you the Ingrid Valdez sweatshirt. Got these really super cool, awesome beanies. The posters are beautiful. So make sure you swing by ripaverse.com and pick that up for yourself. Today, we're going to talk about a little thing that we hate to hear about that we call failure. We're going to redefine that word for you today. And it's a good thing. So, in the words of the great motivational speaker Les Brown, if at first you don't succeed, you're running about average. That's it. And bearing that in mind, thinking about it, okay, I had two that popped into my head. The first, of course, was the great and wonderful Harlan Sanders. You would know him as Colonel Sanders, founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, as Jason Capital calls it, the least healthy food on the planet, but it's so delicious. Oh my goodness, it's so delicious. Okay, so Harlan Sanders started out at 62. He retired. He got his retirement check, but he had this recipe for chicken. So he had this idea of selling the recipe for this chicken. And he went around to 100 different restaurants. And they all said no. So if at first you don't succeed, you're running about average. Finally, he made it to the 108th restaurant, and they said, we'll give it a try. They tried it. They loved it so well, he wound up starting a franchise, just selling the chicken. And now we know it as Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, known worldwide. You can fly into anywhere and find you a KFC. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And the other one, prior to him, actually, wow, this was not even on purpose. The reason that I'm able to film this to you tonight, at night, is because of a wonderful gentleman that goes by the name of Thomas Alva Edison, who invented the light bulb, the incandescent light bulb, if you will. And he was interviewed at one time, and he tried to make this work. He got to his 10,000th iteration, and it didn't work yet. And he was interviewed, and they were like, so, Mr. Edison, you tried this 10,000 times. Don't you think it's time to give up? Can't you see this as a failure? And his response was simply, this is not a failure. This is simply showing me 10,000 ways that this doesn't work. And then eventually he tried more iterations and found one that worked. And I can now talk to you from in my closet with a light on. Even though it's dark outside, but the acoustics are so much better in the closet, don't you think? I think, anyway. Tell me in the comments if you think something different. It's fine. So, the name of the game is you gotta keep trying. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep taking action toward your goal. Otherwise, it'll just never happen. And for some people, they're okay with it never happening. That reminds me, oh my goodness, this is a perfect time for this. From the Annals of the Magnetic Mind Masterclass, we talk about just like getting a vision, sit somewhere, relax, take some deep breaths, and just imagine, think what life would be like. Think about it if you didn't take action. And just muse on that for a little bit. Just relax, nothing's changed. So you're not in a horrible place. You're just exactly where you were a year from now. Nothing's changed. You didn't take action and nothing happened. Okay, the world didn't come to an end, not yet. And and you're just there in the same place that you were a year ago with nothing happening, nothing changing. Then fast forward 3 years ahead of today, and you've taken no action. Nothing has changed. Hopefully nobody's life came to an end, or at least they didn't come to an end as a result of your inaction. And it's just a regular day, la-li, la-li, la, one more round on the treadmill, and we just keep going and going and going. And we're not upset about it because, it's just another day, and nothing great and wonderful transpiring, just moving on through the deal. Now fast forward 10 years of you not taking action. Nothing happens. Nothing has happened. What you will find, though, is that over the course of this 10 years of you not taking action, you will see a fleet of people that chose to take action that have grown into something awesome, have created something wonderful, have created something that has made the world a better place, have created something that has helped so many people that people are like throwing awards at them like you throw breadcrumbs at pigeons at the park. Just like, they got a room just for awards. And they didn't do it for the awards. They did it because they had this idea of a way to help increase the quality of people's lives. They took action on this idea. They sought out other people who had followed a similar path successfully. Those are the only people you listen to. Don't listen to anybody else. Just don't waste your time. It's not worth it. They get some information from those people. They incorporate some of that into what they're doing. And they continue on and continue on and continue on. Like I said in the last video, maybe they hit a bump in the road, maybe they hit a wall. They pivot. And they continue on and 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 continue on, and maybe they hit another wall. And they pivot. And they continue on and they continue on and they continue on and they continue on and they continue on. And just like Colonel Sanders, just like Thomas Edison, if you take enough swings at the plate, you're going to hit the ball. If you take enough swings at the plate, not only will you hit the ball, you will hit the ball further. You will hit the ball where you want to hit it. Practice. Practice, 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 practice. Let's put another lie to bed. Practice makes perfect. Wrong! Practice makes progress. With this progress, you get to continue on progressing toward your goal. So the name of the game is progress, not perfection. Wink, wink. That's a recovery thing. But it's that way with real life. I mean, with life for anybody. Because, I mean, let's say you're in a situation where for the longest time you've been trying to lose weight. Every new weight loss gimmick that comes down the road, you give it a shot because you're like, hey, maybe it's this one. And you try it for a while and you're like, that wasn't it. Then someone else talks to you about fasting, intermittent fasting. You try that, and for whatever reason, it just doesn't work. Then you so many different pieces of exercise equipment. You could have a literal yard sale with nothing but your exercise equipment that you tried and worked with and worked on for a while until the point that they all become hangers. Places for you to drop your clothes at the end of the day. Then yeah, you can make a little bit of the money back that you spent on the exercise equipment, but you're still not making progress until the day finally comes that you say, hey, I need a mentor. Let me find somebody who was where I am right now, who now looks awesome. Ask them how they got to look awesome. If they have a book, buy it. Take the actions that they put in the book, because usually they put a step-by-step thing in the book. Just like this book that I got from my boy Aramandura. Hold. Oh yeah, John Romanello. Big deal trainer type. Had this book out, Alpha 2.0, and it had a breakdown schedule of workout series. And I followed that for a while, and that did I got some really good results from it. So it's like, find somebody that you can gel with, find somebody you identify with, buy their book, read their book, take the actions in their book. If they have a program, sign up for the program, do the program. Honestly, don't lie to yourself, because you're only lying to yourself. And everybody around you who can see that you're just lying to yourself. If there's a way to get into a coaching program with them, even if it's just group coaching, even if it's just online coaching, fine, do that. If you can get one-on-one coaching with them, all the better. Because nowadays, trainers are doing one-on-one coaching online. So you don't even have to fly out to California. You don't even have to fly out to Rhode Island. You don't even have to roll into New York. You can just get with them online and do what they tell you to do during your session. And you will begin to see results that you want to see. You will begin to break through that glass ceiling of all the fodder that had come before you that had zero fruit as a result of your effort into it, and you will begin to make changes. Even the smallest change, even the slightest little change, it's more change than you would have from doing nothing. Okay? Doing nothing, it's a quick way to death. You know, that's one of the things the rule is move or die. Seriously. That's one of the things they make sure to, like, a point they try to get across to older people or retired people. You've got to have a goal that you're working on. You've got to have something that you're moving toward. You have to have regular physical activity in your life, even if it's only walking 30 minutes a day. If walking 30 minutes a day is too much, I heard Tony Robbins one time talking about this overweight lady that all he suggested to her was walking for a minute during commercials while she's watching TV. He's saying, don't stop watching TV. Go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. Just get up and march in place for a minute during commercials. She did that for a while, and it started getting good to her. And then she started marching more than a minute. Then she started marching for the entire commercial period. And eventually she got to a point where she would go outside and walk around the neighborhood, walk around the block one time, walk around the block several times. And eventually you grow to a point where you get to see some changes, you get to see some results, and there's nothing more motivating. I don't care what kind of talk you get from from E.T. or from David Goggins or anybody. There's nothing more motivating to you than seeing results from the action that you choose to take. So I'm here to tell you, take action today, take action today, take action today on whatever it is that you know you need to be taking action on, because you know that there are things you need to be taking action on in your life in order to feel better about yourself. Like I was saying yesterday, the name of the game, after all is said and done, it doesn't matter if your mommy's proud of you. It doesn't matter if your daddy's proud of you. It doesn't matter if your children are proud of you. It doesn't matter if your grandchildren are proud of you. What matters is that you are proud of yourself. Take action and you'll become more proud of yourself just from seeing the results of the action that you take to get better as a person. Whether it's working out and exercising, whether it's reading more, whether it's taking a course, whether it's getting a certification, whether it's learning a new skill, a more profitable skill than what you've got going on right now, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You building you is the best thing that you can do for you. I mean, yeah, I know it's good to help other people, and that's actually ought to be one of the side benefits of doing all this growth and getting all this knowledge, is that you have this knowledge now and you're able to share it with other people. And I can say that as living proof, because like I say, I've been at this personal development deal for almost 40 years now. And it all started at an alcohol rehab treatment center at Bethesda, Maryland. I was still in the Marine Corps and got into some trouble. I owned my challenge. I owned my issue. And they were like, okay, here, go there. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go there. And they told me stuff to do. I did the stuff to the best of my ability. And as time went on, the more stuff they told me to do, the better I got at doing the stuff. And now I'm a pretty happy mofo most days. Most days. Just being another human being on the planet, there are days when I am not thrilled to death. And that's fine. Those pass. They come, they go, you deal with it. You likely learn from it if you're paying attention, really. And for me, more than anything else, as I was saying the other day, inaction is a greater cause for most depression than being chronically depressed. Not denying chronic depression exists. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying a lot of people who think they're chronically depressed, who think they just need better drugs, all they need to do is get up off their ass and take action toward their goal, take action toward their mission, take action toward their vision. Hell, write a vision. How about that? Write a vision, write a mission, start taking steps toward your vision, toward your mission. You will grow fantastically. You will feel better about yourself. That will expand and grow and be obvious to anybody seeing you walking down the street. I love it. I walk through the supermarket and people just, it's like they can see the glow. And I'm like, yes, I'm glowing, but I'm sorry, I'm here shopping. I don't have time to talk to you. But if somebody grabs me by the shoulder and says, hey, I see you glowing there. I want to know what you're doing, and I need some help with this thing. And I would be glad to help, because you don't grow like this to keep it to yourself. It's, I don't know, the words mental masturbation came to mind, but it's more like you're in a classroom and all of the best teachers in the world come by and teach you stuff, and you stay in the classroom, and there aren't even other students showing up because it's just you in the classroom and the teachers that come in to feed you. You are fed to feed the world. I am here to feed the world. I'm grateful to you for spending time with me today. I'm grateful to you for subscribing to my channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Please share the video. Tell your friends about me. Say there's this wacky dude who's spitting all kinds of awesome stuff, and you need to listen. Because I'm this wacky dude sharing all this kind of awesome stuff, and you need to listen. Speaking of listening, listen to this. Last day. It's the last day of the Alpha Core campaign at Ripaverse.com. Go buy the Ripaverse.com. Pick up your copy of Alpha Core #1. It's a great story. Pick up your Alpha Core merch. If you haven't picked up ISOM #1 and ISOM #2, pick up ISOM #1 and ISOM #2 so you can see the first installment of Alpha Core. That's in ISOM #1, and some new people that show up for ISOM #2. Another great story. It's just great stories. And Alpha Core #3, written by the great Chuck Dixon, penciled by the great Joel Bennett. It's good stuff. It looks beautiful. You're missing out if you don't participate in this, along with the fact that you're missing out on the opportunity to help grow what we're calling the parallel economy. So you're not stuck with whatever fecal matter that Disney chooses to try to shove down your throat. So you're not stuck with whatever garbage Hollywood chooses to try to throw down your throat, to throw in your face, to pass on some message that you don't even want to hear. It's basically a message for 0.02% of the population on the planet. And the rest of us just want to be entertained because we see enough of that in regular daily life. Anyway, that's a tangent that I can go on for another hour, but I'm going to shut it down here because I feel like right around 20 minutes, give or take, is a good little chunk of time for people to spend to get some information, to take some action, to make some things happen in their lives. So again, thank you for your time. I appreciate you. I've been love you a long time. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful that you're listening. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please subscribe to my channel. And I'll speak unto you the next time. This being the last day of the Alpha Core campaign, tomorrow night, Eric D. July on his YouTube channel, Young Rippa 59, will be doing a live stream leading up to the end of the Alpha Core campaign, and that's going to end at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. So swing by and go check that out on YouTube at Young Rippa 59, and we'll see you there because I'll be there too, just hanging out and seeing what shenanigans go down and seeing where the numbers end up for this campaign. Super happy about it. We're already at like $1.25 million. So good. So good. Anyway, thanks again. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah.